It's the proverbial group of death for Nigeria's Flying Eagles at the 2023 FIFA Under-20 World Cup coming up in Argentina. We saw the draw yesterday, and Nigeria was put in Group D. We'll be playing against Brazil, Italy, and the Dominican Republic. That is a very, very tough group for the Flying Eagles. But, you know, this is a 24-nation tournament, so there could be some groups where 3 teams will qualify from. So, hopefully, the Flying Eagles will make it out of this group. Bendel Insurance have got a game today in the Nigeria Premier Football League Group A. They are playing against El Kanemi Warriors at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium. It's been 5 draws in their last 5 matches, so we are hoping that Bendel Insurance will get all 3 points today. We'll also be looking at what's happening in the NBA. We saw some games yesterday, this morning, and so we'll be looking at that, what's happening, what's also going on at the Barcelona Open. Plus, we will be looking at live matches and matches. Yesterday, did Arsenal blow their title chances away when they could not beat bottom of the log Southampton at the Emirates Stadium of all places? That match, pulsating encounter, ended 3-3. So these are other issues we'll be discussing on Saturday Sports Fiesta. You know that it is always live on 92.7 KFM Benin City. My name is Ali Ibrahim, but they call me the Sports Abracadabra because I bring magic to sports presentation and analysis. Danny, the analyst, and Neroji joining me on the show this afternoon.
Every time I stock the fridge, I come back to sports food. I think it's about time we go solar.
How?
With Vertical Solar, we can have all our appliances and electronics powered by Sundinon Generator and Country Home Metal Road off Ajib Junction, Sapler Road, Benin City, or Blossom Mall beside Stop to Shop stores, DBS Road, Asaba. Or you can call them on 0816-170-1105 or 0703-623-4843. You can also send them an email on info@verticalsolar.com.ng.
Vertical Solar, your lifetime power partners.
And that's exactly what we are hoping. The Flying Eagles will.
They've won 3 times and we've had 2 draws. I remember we played against them in 2005.
Yeah, the Mikel squad. It was goalless draw.
They had Diego Tardelli in that squad, goalless draw. Then another 1-1 draw, I think 2013. So it's and this particular side, I was saying it then that for like 2 years now, I've been following this under 20 competition in Brazil. It's a very, very good team. But the thing for them is that most of the players in this age group, some of them have outgrown this competition. For example, we have one of them to skip the tournament.
How about the Chelsea player,
Andre Santos?
Yes,
he's also part of the. We
saw what he did at the South American under 20 championship.
That's the championship. That was the Copinha. So he's a very good player. If you have players like Danilo at Nottingham Forest and Santos in midfield, that midfield is also very strong. They have Robert Renan in their defense. They have the Real Madrid starlets Vinicius Tobias as a fullback. Then I think the star of the team is Victor Roque, who Barcelona, Bayern Munich of this world and all of them, they are fawning over right now for his signature. So it's a very talented squad.
Chelsea also interesting.
Yeah, they also Victor Roque.
Chelsea actually got him.
Victor Roque, I think so the any big club, I just hope that some of these players just decide not to sit out the tournament, because they have a lot of stars in that team. But it's a tournament. It's not a league football or something. With good tactics, you can still, compete with them and, defeat them. We also have players who, the European clubs are also interested in. Benjamin Frederick is one of them. You have teams sniffing around Bamai, Daniel Daga, and the likes of them. So we have a good team with good preparation, really good preparation, and putting the right players that fit the squad in that team. I'm sure we can do well. And the good thing for us is that we are not playing Brazil until the last group game. We are starting with Dominican Republic, since it's a competition where 3 of the teams can qualify. Hit Dominican Republic like 4 or 5 weeks. We play Italy. Italy we know the Italians, they always have good coaches. They always have this tactically well put together side, but in this competition you don't usually see the stars and everything. The best finish they've had in this tournament is 3rd place, where they lost to Ecuador 2019. They lost to Ukraine in they just like the Germans too. They take this competition like a developmental competition. They don't really bother about the result for this competition. But we know Italians, they always have good players, so that makes them a team to watch out for. But we are Nigeria. We can also play against them. If we can defeat Dominican Republic and get a draw against Italy, then we are good to go. And not waste chances like we did in the under-20 African Championship. I think it's a group that we can get out of. I think we can get out of that group.
I strongly believe we can make it through the group. We see Brazil there. It's a group of them.
Yeah, but Italy.
Outside Brazil, if
it were just Nigeria and Brazil, we would not be calling. If you had Nigeria, Brazil, then Dominican Republic, then which other country call it? Yeah, you will not be calling it a group of them, because you just know that these 2 teams will definitely qualify. Yeah, but when you have 3 teams, then it is a group of them.
And I believe with the Flying Eagles playing the World Cup started May 20th, so with good preparation, we are not impressed with our performance at the last AFCON. But I believe they've learned 1 or 2 lessons there, with the inclusion of some few players that have been invited to the team. I believe we can skate through the group.
Okay, so that's Group D, Nigeria, Brazil, Italy, and the Dominican Republic. Really, really tough group. And I've seen many Nigerians asking, wait till Ladamboso do FIFA. Why did they give him such a tough group? But we'll see how it goes. So Group A has got the host, Argentina, Uzbekistan, Guatemala, New Zealand. I mean, look at this group. It's relatively an easy group for Argentina. they've got Argentina, Uzbekistan, Guatemala, no disrespect to them, and New Zealand. So how come? I don't know.
On paper, it's just easy.
Yeah, very easy group, but we know football.
England and Uruguay, for me, I think Tunisia they're capable of qualifying as
so they might be making it from this group.
If second behind Senegal.
Yes, I will back Gambia to qualify from this
group. Flying Eagles.
Like I said, everybody can qualify from that group. After France.
Yeah. So those are because there are 6 groups, right?
Yeah.
2 teams will qualify automatically from each of the 6 groups. That gives you 12 teams. Then you need 4 teams that will finish 3rd in their group to qualify. Nigeria should be qualifying. Nigeria should be qualifying from that group D and then making it to the round of 16. So we'll see how it goes and if the Flying Eagles can make it. But it's a very, very tough group. Maybe the only good thing for us will be, well, good thing for Brazil and Italy too, because they will not find it easy playing against Nigeria. That will be, okay, this is a 24-nation tournament. 3 teams can potentially qualify. So we've got Dominican Republic in that group. But Nigeria, perhaps this is where it will get tricky for us, because we are the only team playing Dominican Republic as the first opponent. So you have the easiest match first, the second easiest second, and your toughest match will be last. But hopefully at that time Brazil will have qualified. They will take this. Maybe at that time Nigeria too will have qualified.
When they defeated Argentina,
Argentina too will have had that confidence. So we'll beat footballing action right there in Argentina. Okay, let's come home now and talk about the Nigeria Premier Football League.
Standards to the top, trust divine, warriors on the pitch of pain, superiors in rivalry, praise men the
Great Bendel Insurance Football Club of Benin City in action this evening at the Samuel Ogumudia Stadium, and they are playing against El Kanemi Warriors. Bendel Insurance have surely got to win this. They've played 5 games and they've all ended in draws. They're still top of their groups. The only unbeaten team in the Nigeria Premier Football League. They've played 14 matches and won 7, drawn 7, no losses. Just 4 matches to the end of the regular season. Surely, Bendel Insurance are picking 3 points against El Kanemi Warriors.
Yes, and when you are playing against the bottoms that has scored just 7 goals, a team that doesn't know how to, score goals, then I think it's just Bendel Insurance should be winning this. This is a game that we should just use to, get back to goal scoring form. For me, I have written this game as 3 points clean sheet for Bendel Insurance. They just really have to do it. Get that monkey off their back, that draw stuff, and get it out of their back, and come back to winning ways. This is the perfect game for them, perfect tonic to get back to scoring form for me. That's what I see about this game.
This might just sound funny. You understand? The Benin Arsenal, top of the pie, playing Warriors. It might sound funny. The Southampton of the the MPFA.
But the similarities are there.
It might sound funny, but for some weeks now that it has been playing. Honestly, it has been playing.
Arsenal draw, Bendel Insurance also draw.
We are playing first and last are playing right now. Talk about Bendel Insurance and El Kanemi Warriors. So it might sound funny, like I said, but Benin Insurance ought to win this game.
Every spirit,
Yeah.
every spirit of Arsenal.
Ought to win this game. For now, this weekend, they are not Benin Arsenal. They are just Benin Insurance.
Benin Insurance, please.
Benin Insurance.
Let's make everybody answer, Papa.
Yeah.
Benin Insurance will definitely win.
So definitely win this game.
Okay, so we have the team list. Scott C. Kende Osagede, the media officer of Bendel Insurance. Amas Obasoje is starting in goal. He is the captain of the team. He's wearing jersey number 12. Ebuka Akobundu Wanyamu is number 2. Divine Wachuku is wearing jersey number 8. Deputy Echeta number 36. Osas Okoro number 23. Serki Ismail number 7. And the Black Bullet himself, Imade Osarenhoy number 22. This is a very attacking lineup by Monday Odiges. Like they are going all out for it.
Yeah, Divine Wachuku, Deputy Echeta,
Serki Ismail, Imade Osarenhoy.
Yeah, I just go and score these goals. Score the goals. You know, it's just clear. We just have to do it. We just have to do it today. I just hope that they can do it because goals and wins, you know, give teams confidence. If we can, you know, get out of this funk of draws and everything, you know, can go finish the season with confidence, go into the playoff with confidence. This is what we want for Bendel Insurance. They need to get this win today.
My home is the need to because it's been long overdue. 5 straight draws. Economic Warriors are there for the taking. Better Insurance need to win with this kind of lineup. I believe the goals will just start coming anytime soon.
Okay, the match has started. They've played 6 minutes already goalless right now. Bendel Insurance top of the group after 14 matches. They are on 28 points, and El Kanemi Warriors after 14 matches are on 10 points. Bendel Insurance are top, of course. Second, Enyimba 24 points from their 14 matches. Third, Aqua United 23 points from 14. Fourth, Plateau United 21 points from 14. Fifth, Remo Stars 20 points from 14. Sixth, Gombe United 18 points from 14. Shooting Stars are seventh. They've got 18 points from 14. Eighth is Kwara United 13 points from 14 matches. Then the relegation zone, Nasarawa United, they are ninth. They've got 10 points from 14 matches. And El Kanemi Warriors at the moment, who have 9 points from their 14 matches. But right now, because they are playing a draw, they've given them 1 point from 15. That's 10 points from 15. But this is because right now it is a draw. So we'll see how the rest of the game goes. So that's the only game we have today. Tomorrow, we are going to have more games in the Nigeria Premier Football League. So let's look at the fixtures that we have. In Group A, Enyimba will be taking on Remo Stars. Plateau United will play against Nasarawa United, and Shooting Stars will host Gombe United. While in Group B, it's going to be Doma United versus Bayelsa United. Niger Tornadoes will take on Abia Warriors. Sunshine Stars versus Lobby Stars, and the match between Wiki Tourists and Rivers United postponed because Rivers United are involved on the continent. And then on Monday, it's going to be Aqua United in Group A taking on Kwara United, while Dakada FC will be taking on Enugu Rangers in Group B. So these are the games that we have in the Nigeria Premier Football League. But Bendel Insurance absolutely have got to. They just have to get all 3 points in this encounter, because it's getting, you know, they've got 4 points, which is good. 4 points between them and Enyimba International. But if they do not win this, then it will mean that Enyimba, they win their own game, they will be just 1 point behind them. So it's 1 or 2 points, depending on how it goes. If it's a draw, then it will be 2 points. But if they lose, for instance, it's going to be 1 point. And there are just 4 matches left. After today, there will be 3 matches. They've got another home game against 3SC for Bendel Insurance, and then they will have to travel to Gombe United to play them at the Pantami Stadium, and then they will also be traveling to Nasarawa United away. So they've got to start getting the points, as in winning matches, getting all 3 points. So we'll be keeping you up to speed with what's happening in the Nigeria Premier Football League from the Samuel Ogbumudia Stadium in Benin City. Okay, let's talk about what happened yesterday in the English Premier League. But first, live updates Liverpool 1, Nottingham Forest 1. Liverpool scored just about 2 minutes ago, and Nottingham Forest have got the equalizer at Anfield. We'll get to this game, but first, what happened yesterday? Arsenal, top of the English Premier League table. They have been there for quite some time, and we know that it's been really tight. Manchester City have been winning their matches, and then suddenly Arsenal started getting draws. You know, they played against before West Ham. Liverpool. They played against Liverpool at Anfield. They were 2-0 up, but they got pegged back to 2-2, and then they played against West Ham United, also away. They were 2-0 up, but they got pegged back again 2-2, and we thought, okay, it wasn't going to happen 3 times in a row, but it did yesterday at the Emirates. At least those other games, I said, well, West Ham, you might think they are not at the same level as Arsenal, but it was a London derby, and anything can happen in derbies. Then against Liverpool, even if Liverpool are not in form, Anfield isn't an easy place to go to. Yeah. We saw what they did to Manchester United. So it's always going to be difficult. So you don't just say they should have won that match against Liverpool. But surely Southampton, bottom of the table, without a substantive manager, you expect Arsenal to win that encounter. But just 27 seconds into the game, Aaron Ramsdale, who has been terrific for them all season, I don't know what he was doing yesterday, but he gave the ball away, and Southampton took the lead. And before you know it, former Arsenal player Theo Walcott made it 2-0. Then Arsenal got a goal back before halftime, and we're thinking, okay, they were going to pile the pressure and it will be 2-2 before you know it. However, in the 66th minute, Southampton took the lead again, or increased their lead, made it 3-1, and it was looking like, well, Arsenal have still got time. But when they kept playing till it was the 88th minute, then 85th minute, 88th minute, it was still 3-1 to Southampton. But then Arsenal pulled a goal back. Their captain, Martin Odegaard, superb player, wonderful calling shots, went into the net, made it 3-2. And 8 minutes were added. Before we even got to added time, 90th minute, Arsenal got the equalizer through Bukayo Saka. But the remaining 8 minutes, they did their best, battled. However, Southampton able to escape 3-3. So it means now that Arsenal, they actually increased their points over Manchester City to 5, because they have 75 points. Manchester City have got 70 points. But where it gets really sticky for them, they have played 32 matches. Manchester City have played 30, meaning Manchester City have got 2 games in hand. So theoretically, you say Manchester City win those 2 matches, that's 6 points, right? It will mean that Manchester City will have 76 points. However, Arsenal have still got to go to the Etihad, and in fact, that is the next game. So if Manchester City wins that, plus the 2 outstanding matches, there will be 4 points clear of Arsenal having played the same number of games, and then both teams will be running out of matches before the end of the season. But all of this is just hypothetical. What is fact at this moment is that Arsenal are top of the table. They've got 75 points. Manchester City have got 70 points. Yes, Manchester City have got 2 outstanding games, but they've got to win them first. Outstanding matches don't mean points on the table. But knowing Manchester City and how well they have managed this situation in the past, Arsenal have not been in this situation for a long time. I mean, the last time they got they were this close was in 2016. No, when they won the league was 2004.
Yeah.
Guys, I'll get your reaction, but that will be after we return from this break.
Over
11 million naira cash prize and airtime with them value reach 25 million naira. Full ground for win inside the Devon Kings Mega Millionaire promo. To enter, just buy 1 liter or 2 liter bottle of Devon Kings oil. We carry the Mega Millionaire promo label for body. Scratch the panel to see the Pangba pin where you carry. Make you text Kings, give space, then type your pin. Send them go 8011. Remember to type Kings, space, type your pin, then send them go 8011. You fit win airtime sharply and even save win the grand prize of 1 million naira inside the electronic weekly raffle draw. For more information, follow at Devon Kings NG for social media. This promo go in here from now go reach May 26, 2023. Terms and conditions go.
Hello, entrepreneurs, business owners, and organizations. KUFM 92.7 has an impressive and constantly expanding number of followers online. You can now advertise your goods and services on KUFM's social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Take advantage of our online presence and reach out to our growing audience at very affordable rates. Call 0703 109 4612 or 0806 530 5657 or 0802 232 7191 or visit our marketing office, top floor, Enterprise Foundation Building, number 62, Ihama Road, GRA, Benin City. KUFM, your business growth partner.
Right, welcome back to Saturday Sports Fiesta, live on 92.7 KUFM, Benin City, with me, Sally Ibrahim, the Sports Abracadabra, Danny the Analyst, and Nero G. Okay, we're talking about Arsenal and the match that they played yesterday against Southampton. It was Arsenal 3, Southampton 3. Many pundits are saying it's all over. Otilo, as we say in this part of the world. But the truth is, Arsenal are 5 points ahead of Manchester City in the top at the top of the EPL table, but Manchester City have got 2 outstanding matches on them, and the next match is next Wednesday, Manchester City versus Arsenal. Is it all over for Arsenal?
I don't think we can say that now. Yes, from the way it looks, the kind of form that Manchester City are in, you can say, okay, yes, yeah, you give it to Manchester City. But I feel there's still drama left in this league title, in this title campaign. Who knows? What if Manchester City fails to win any of their outstanding games? We are just saying.
But first up, they've got to play Arsenal.
Yeah, they've got to play Arsenal. I think that would be more important than the outstanding games, because from the words of the Arsenal coach, is asking the fans to believe and all that. But I think his boys should get their head right. I said it here before. They don't. If they drop points, they don't drop points in one game. If Arsenal drop points now, they follow it and that one, and then they go on a run.
Now potentially they could be dropping games in 4 consecutive matches.
Yes.
Right, because they've dropped in 3.
Yeah.
Now they're playing against Manchester City away.
Yeah.
We were thinking, okay, win that match, be ahead of Manchester City even after they've played their outstanding matches, because if they have done that, if they won yesterday, it will be 7 points ahead of Manchester City. So even if Manchester City win their 2 outstanding games, they will still be 1 point ahead of them.
Yeah.
And then that match at the Emirates, at the Etihad, a draw will still mean that Arsenal are ahead, and their fate will be in their hands. The way it is, their fate is still in their hand. All they have to do now is to win their remaining matches. But now, it's like they have to beat Manchester City.
It's a must
on Wednesday at the Etihad.
Yes. It's a must
to be considered still in that still with a better chance of winning the title.
From what they've done so far, I don't think they've not dropped points in 4 games. The highest they've done. In fact, when they were in the race for the top 4 last season, they dropped 40 points against Newcastle. against the same Southampton and one other team, Tottenham. 3 straight. This season, before this 7 games winning streak that they went on, they drop points against Everton, drop points against Brentford, and drop points against one other team I can't remember. I don't think that they will do 4. Going by what they've done so far, I'm following by what they've done so far. They have this habit of whoever they play after losing 3 games, they just pick from there and go on. But yesterday it feels like a missed opportunity. If you want to be competing for the league title, it doesn't matter who you play against. You should be winning that game yesterday. Southampton set a record yesterday. The first time that the bottom side will be scoring 3 goals against
the team
that stopped. It doesn't happen. If you want to be considered, serious contenders for the league title, those are the kind of games you should be winning. You can even excuse their past 2 games, 2-2 draws. Those were away games. You can excuse that. But
shouldn't they be taking pride in the fact that they were 3-1 down and everybody thought, okay, it was all over in the 88th minute? They still were able to pull out a draw.
Yes, you will applaud that. But if you look at the stakes,
the current situation.
The current situation, it's a defeat. What they wanted was a win. If they had, won this game, then maybe they would have gone to face Manchester City with confidence. But right now, we are saying that they can't handle pressure. Gary Neville has been saying it from the starting of the season that when it gets to those last 10 games, that is where they are going to be tested. And the tests have come. They are, losing games where they have a 2-goal lead. That shows that they are under pressure. Now, that pressure is even greater.
The issue I have with Arsenal is this. If Arsenal are finding it difficult to pick up 3 points against teams like West Ham. No, I'm from West Ham. Though we talk about the London rivalry and all that. West Ham, Southampton, that are struggling to survive in the EPL. They are currently in the second half of the table. There's West Ham that are still in the relegation fight. You understand? Southampton, the last place team in the Premier League currently. They are playing Manchester City on Wednesday.
Followed by Chelsea, followed by Newcastle,
then Brighton,
followed by Brighton.
I really don't know for Arsenal in these last games. Like some of their fans, they talk about it's only God they are looking up to. It's only God that will give them the title. I pray that happens because with the kind of features that are coming their way in the next 3-4 weeks,
they are condemned. They must win those 4 games.
Yeah, I think on Wednesday the picture will become clearer. If they beat Manchester City, then you say, okay, it's in their hands. They've got to now go and do it. But there are serious fears that Manchester City will win that game. And that's why I was hoping that Arsenal will be at least 5 points ahead of Manchester City by the time they play that game.
And if that game ends up, draw for
in a draw, that's what I'm saying. Now if they had won yesterday, a draw will still be a good result. But now a draw isn't a good result.
Except maybe Manchester City drop points.
Yeah, of course. Look, this is the English Premier League. There could still be twists and turns. Nothing is ever certain. But if there is one team that you feel will go on to win their remaining 10 matches if they have to, we know that it is Manchester City. We know that it's Manchester City. We know how difficult the English Premier League is, how results can change. Just look at Arsenal versus Southampton yesterday. That's the English Premier League for you. That's why it is the most competitive league in the world. A team that is going for the title. Now you are playing against the bottom side in the group. You should be getting all 3 points.
At home, not well.
Exactly.
When you are going for league titles, there is this mentality you have that as a player, you tell yourself, I can't make mistakes. I have to be very effective. One chance, one goal. Let's say to the sides of Mourinho.
Yeah.
Stages like this, 1-0. It doesn't matter if that one goal comes in the first minute. They are capable of, shutting up shop.
Yeah.
Professional performances. That is what you should be doing. But
Arsenal, when they came from behind to win some matches, for instance, Manchester United at Old Trafford, maybe not really come from behind, but they had to at one point it was looking like it's going to be a draw. They scored a late goal to win that game against Bournemouth, 2-0 down. They scored with virtually the last kick of the game to win that match 3-2 against Aston Villa away. Late goal. They were able to win it, and people started saying, okay, the Arsenal of the past will have drawn those matches, will not have got all 3 points, but they were able to salvage 6 points from those situations. So people thought that, okay, this is why Arsenal will win the league. But then we saw them against Liverpool, 2-0 up, became 2-2. Against West Ham United, 2-0 up, became 2-2. They lost to Everton away, right? And that was a team at that point.
They just sacked their manager. It was the first game for the manager. You know, if I were an Arsenal fan, I will console myself with the gains that they've made this season, and just like Nero said, just leave everything in the hands of God.
No, look. Arsenal fans, no matter what happens, this is an overachievement. Because at the beginning of the season, if you ask me to draw my top 4, Arsenal will not be there. That's the truth. I will not have put Arsenal in my top 4.
I will definitely have team like Liverpool.
It was an opportunity that fell into their
before the start of the season.
At the beginning of the season.
It was an opportunity that fell into their hand. And if I was an Arsenal fan, it's what, the mentality somehow. We used to look at Arsenal like a team that they have no will, they have their chicken liver and everything. But this season,
the mentality
has improved and everything.
The youngest team in the Premier League, so they've got a bright future. But
this particular time,
I'm thinking this is the best chance because Chelsea are going to get stronger next season. Liverpool right now playing 2-2 with Nottingham Forest. They will get stronger next season. Manchester United, you expect that they will also become stronger. Newcastle United are threatening to qualify for the Champions League. Tottenham, they could appoint a fantastic manager and begin competing and all that. So really, this is a fantastic opportunity for us now to win the title, but I don't know if they have blown it. So I was saying before that Arsenal fans should not be too heartbroken if they fail to win the title. They could still go on to win it, but because at the beginning of the season nobody really gave them a chance, and they have already made it to the Champions League. For the past 5 seasons they could not qualify for the Champions League.
They had one yesterday. It's official. They would have been in the Champions League.
Arsenal will be in the Champions League. We know Arsenal and Manchester City are two teams that will be in the Champions League.
So I think that is the goal that they set this season. Secure top 4.
But then when the opportunity now comes, just the same thing we're talking about Bendel Insurance. At the beginning of the season, I would have been okay with back to live matches. Liverpool playing against Nottingham Forest. This Nottingham Forest, they have been really troublesome. They remember that against Manchester City, they got a draw. They got a draw against Chelsea. So they might be flirting with relegation, but they have been giving
good results.
Giving some of these big teams a serious fight. At the moment, it is Liverpool 2, Nottingham Forest 2. It's like anytime Liverpool score, Nottingham Forest just go to equalize. Leicester City 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Crystal Palace 0, Everton 0, Brentford 1, Aston Villa 0. Fulham earlier defeated Leeds United 2-1. Leeds United, I think they are doomed. Well, that's a third goal. Mohamed Salah has scored for Liverpool. So it is Liverpool 3, Nottingham Forest 2. We don't know if the scoring has ended. So for Leeds United, well, still above the relegation zone, but they have played 32 matches now. They've got 29 points.
Leeds United, I think they'll be going back. A lot of people said it.
They are 16th on the table. They've got 29 points from 32 matches. You've got Everton in 17th, who have played 32 matches too. They have 28. Their match is still on. Nottingham Forest right now trailing to Liverpool. So Nottingham Forest are 18th on 27 points. Leicester City 19th, 26 points. And bottom, Southampton, 24 points. So Leeds United might just escape, but they've got to start picking points.
That is what I'm saying. Why I said they could be going back is they're in a free fall.
Yeah.
You know, their defense is not just.
The Liverpool goal is being checked for offside. Possible offside. VAR is checking. It's on. It's onside. Onside, yeah. The foot of one of the defenders played Mohamed Salah on. So it is a goal. 3-2. Liverpool ahead.
Yeah, so Leeds United considered 6 against Liverpool, considered 5 against Crystal Palace of all teams. You know, considered another 2 today. That is 13 goals in the last 3 games. Tells you that they can't defend and they can't score goals. If they continue like this, continue losing, continue conceding goals, then you know they might answer the call of relegation. You know, they just have to sit up. They need to start picking points. That is just it. If not, they could be going down.
The kind of result that they are showing currently, I wish Avi Garcia, Avi Graka is not a new coach. I believe they must have fired him, because you can't tell me that you concede 13 goals in just
3 games.
13 goals in just 17 shots on target.
Yeah,
it's so sad, because from what they are showing, it's so obvious that they are going to the championship. But the other teams that are not still helping, they are not helping matters too, because they are still dropping points. Just look at Nottingham Forest; they are currently trailing Liverpool. Likewise, Southampton, they dropped a point yesterday from a winning position. So Leeds United, they are still fighting for the relegation survival. From the look of things, maybe they might just sneak out from the bottom tier come March 38.
All right, let's go to the Spanish La Liga Santander. It is Osasuna 3, Real Betis 2. That match has ended. Almeria losing 2-0 at home to Athletic Bilbao. 57 minutes played there. Later we'll have Real Sociedad take on Rayo Vallecano, and Real Valladolid will be playing against Girona. Real Madrid will be taking on Celta Vigo. In the Italian Serie A, it ended Salernitana 3, Sassuolo 0. Lazio will be playing against Torino, while Sampdoria will host Spezia. In the German Bundesliga, the matches have ended, and it was Bochum 1, Wolfsburg 5, Hertha Berlin 2, Werder Bremen 4, Hoffenheim 1, FC Cologne 3, and massive shock, Mainz 3, Bayern Munich 1. What is wrong with Bayern Munich? So Borussia Dortmund will see if this time they can capitalize, because last week Bayern Munich played out a draw. They also drew 3-3. Right now, Bayern Munich are still ahead, but they have played a game more than Borussia Dortmund. They have played 29 matches. They are on 59 points. Borussia Dortmund have played 28. They are on 57 points. So a win means they go to 60 points. They will be 1 point ahead. Thomas Tuchel, it's looking like it isn't working for him at Bayern Munich.
It's not working yet, but I don't think they can blame him. I don't think they can blame him. You just don't put shock to the system, and just for nothing you just fire a coach. The results were okay. Yes, they were not Bayern, but they were in 3 competitions. They were in the Derby Pokal, they were in the Champions League.
And now they've lost out of the Pokal. They are out of the Champions League, and are at risk of not winning the Bundesliga title.
Yes, if you see all this, we talk about new manager bounce. If you go look at those new manager bounce, you see that it is usually the first 3-4 games. It doesn't last. It doesn't go. Yeah. It doesn't go on till forever. Yeah. You know, except maybe in some cases. To every rule, there's an exception. You know, but when you say new manager bounce, it's just usually for the 3-4 games, and reality sets in. You see why the team had to sack the previous manager. But in the case of Bayern Munich, they were playing very well against the big teams. They were winning against the big teams without conceding. You know, he played against Inter Milan, played against Barcelona, played against some other big teams, PSG. You know, and they were doing well, but Oliver Kahn felt, you know, he had to let the manager go because of a few who knows, too good. I think if there's anybody that should take the flak for this, I think it should be Oliver Kahn.
So, if Thomas Tuchel happens to miss out from Bayern Munich, Thomas Tuchel happen to miss out from Champions League position this season,
no, I don't
so Bayern Munich will fire him.
You can't. He just came in just 3 weeks. He's 3 weeks on the job.
Bayern is a Saki club.
Yes, but I don't think you can find a coach for after 3 weeks. You have not let him settle down.
The result is just too poor of late. In the Bundesliga, they will take the lead, then they will drop, just like Arsenal. They will take the lead, they will drop points. They won the first half in this particular game. So what happened? Maybe you never can tell. Maybe this Maguire's cousin maybe has started again. What's it called?
Pomecano. But I think the team they just upset the balance of the team for nothing. That's what I feel over can be by letting Nagelsmann go.
Just too much.
So it was a big shock to the system, and they are seeing the results now.
In the front Ligue 1, Auxerre nil, Lille nil. They played 35 minutes there, and later we'll have Lens taking on Monaco. And then in the CAF Champions League quarterfinals, Simba SC, they defeated